on Windy City Weekend, Ryan and Val heat things up with Host Chat. Plus, relationship expert Love McPherson gives tips on how to handle tough conversations with family on Thanksgiving. And Sydney Sweeney stars in the new movie Christy. Richard Roper will let us know if it's a spend or save. Now, here are your hosts, Val Warner and Ryan Chiaverini.
Studio audience, they are hyped today.
Yes, they are live and feeling it. I see Walk in My Shoes, the group here, they were here very early, they're very excited, and we've actually talked about this group before. Remember, you wanted me to walk a mile.
In high heels.
Yeah, walk a mile in high heels. So I got out of that somehow.
Well, you know what, they're here now, so we can revisit that idea. It looks like one of them has a birthday. Happy birthday. How many other birthdays? We have 3 birthdays. Happy birthday!
And we have any first timers here? First time? Oh my gosh! Wow. A lot of first timers. It only took you 14 years to find it. Welcome.
And the cancellation.
Yeah. So we were debating about things to talk about on this show. There's so little time. There's so much to talk about. I wanted to talk about the alien spacecraft coming to. Are you guys following this? Okay.
Told you.
Google it.
I told you. He was all excited.
Yes.
I was like, Brian, nobody's paying attention to that, nor do they care. He said, it's everywhere, man.
It's probably a comet. But
it's not real.
There are NASA scientists that are debating whether or not it's alien spacecraft. We'll know more in a few weeks. So if it is, then we probably won't have a show.
Aliens?
Yes.
Do you guys believe in aliens?
Okay, listen, I am a God-fearing person, and some people go, oh, if you believe in God, you can't believe in aliens. Yes, you can. The Bible doesn't talk about dinosaurs either, but we know they existed. Right? It's not...
Reverend Rye?
No, Reverend Rye. Well, I have officiated a few weddings, so Reverend Rye in the house.
Yes, you have.
No, I think that the galaxies are there's so many galaxies and solar systems, like there's gotta be something. I don't know if this comet right now coming in is anything. It's probably not. But there's gotta be something.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. You know, my first job was in Roswell, New Mexico, where I was a reporter. In 1947, supposedly the aliens landed there. So that's their whole commercial tourism. The whole city is all about aliens.
Area 51, yeah.
Area 51.
And you still don't believe?
Not really.
I still think you can believe in God, you can be spiritual religious, and you can still say, oh, you know what, maybe God just didn't want us to know about what else he did.
In the Bible.
No.
King James Version.
That's just what we needed to know. Our brains are so small we can't comprehend all this other stuff.
I'll ask my mom.
Okay. All right, but you have a new friend that you need to mention.
Yeah, oh yes, I do. I wanted to introduce you to somebody. I thought you were going to talk about Cassius Crenshaw. Okay. So let's talk about this, and I'm going to tell you about my new friend because she had cash.
Oh, okay. So Gen Zs say cash is cringe. Who carries cash on it? Can I have a loan?
Oh, wow. And look, a lot of ladies carry cash. Who does not carry cash?
Okay. All right, you're not my friend. No, I just think that you gotta have some cash on you. I like cash shame my friends, my male friends that don't have money, like don't have cash. Just gotta have some cash. I don't care if it's $20. You gotta have some cash on you at all times.
Really? I mean, this day and age, everybody's tapping. Everything is so easy and convenient on your phone. Like, cash holds up the line. Speaking of the line, I was in, and this is, I forgot to call her and tell her I was going to talk about her today. But I want you all to meet Josephine from Jewel. Take a look. Okay, y'all, I'm in the Jewel. And this young lady right here told me she's 95. I don't believe you. Yeah. No way. Yeah. Look at you. In the Jewel, grocery shopping.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm driving.
And you driving too? Mm-hmm. And you got your nails done?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any kids?
I don't have any kids.
Never been married?
Never been married.
That'll get you to 95.
I wanted to be a second wife, but it didn't happen.
Literally the highlight of my day yesterday, Ryan. I told Ryan not to look at my Instagram because I posted her immediately. I hate going to the grocery store, but I was like, we need groceries. I haven't been in a few weeks. I go to the Jewel on Roosevelt. I'm in line. Every line is long, but I'm in line behind that young lady. She's talking to the lady down in front of her. She had 2 carrots. one of her carrots slipped into my groceries.
Okay.
So I said, oh, do you want your carrot? I said, if you don't take your carrot, I'm going to put it in my cabbage. I'm going to make some cabbage. She said, oh, you can have that carrot. Then we got to talking. And she said, I'm 95. I said, no way you're 90. She thought I was born in 1930. She's 95. Her name is Josephine. She has watched this show. I got her phone number because I said I want to book her because guess who she reminded me of? Tell me who you think.
Mother dear.
She was Mother Dear all over. She's 95. She's still driving. Never been married. Never have kids. She said she wanted to be a second wife. She's got nieces and nephews in the suburbs that she travels to see. So she calls me on the phone when she gets home. I made it home, Valerie, and we got to talking. And I said, she said, did you used to be in the helicopter on Channel 2? I said, well, Channel 9, yes. And she said, oh, and then you have that show with that guy. And I said, yes. She said, oh, you're the wild one. She said, you're the wild one. But then she asked me, what is he? Did he ever get married? So she's kept up the ones down through the years. So I am officially going to invite Josephine on this show. And maybe she can give you, we're going to have a real relationship expert coming up with us in a bit. But I see a segment, Josephine from Jewel Dishes or something. We got to come up with a name for her, but she's a star.
Well, remember, I took Mother Dear on a date, so, I mean, is she available?
She is available. But listen, she's got a lot more years ahead of her because she's never been married and she doesn't have kids.
That's why she's 95 and doing great.
Which, you are on your way. If you think about it, you and Josephine subscribe to the same playbook. You're halfway there.
I mean, my dad has had enough marriages for everybody, the lineage in my
And you
family.
said that throughout the 14 years of this show.
But I did see the oldest person in the world. I saw this story. I think she was like 117 years old, and they asked her the secret, and she said, never get married. I was like, what?
So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan's literally going to be 105.
Woo! And still I'll be like, maybe it's time to settle down.
All right.
We need a break.
Yeah, still to come. We're going to take a big break because relationship expert Love McPherson gives tips on how to have tough conversations with family around the holidays.
Welcome back, everybody. We are just a few weeks away from Thanksgiving, a time spent with family and those you love. But as we all know, sometimes it can be a time for uncomfortable conversations, too.
So relationship expert Love McPherson is here to share some tips on how not to pass the drama at Thanksgiving dinner. Love.
Yes. Welcome, love.
Pass the drama not.
Yes.
You don't want to do that. So Ryan, let's get right into it.
Yeah, you got some great tips. The first one, holidays don't heal what the year didn't. What does that mean?
You know, one of the things that happens with holidays, it actually exposes the condition of the family. Because you can go all the year and just kind of do a little bit, you know, do your little patterns, whatever. But when it's time to come together, it will expose if there's conflict, unresolved wounds, traumas, all kind of things that are in the family. So what you don't want to do is think that somehow a day of the week or a holiday will heal it. Pie is good, but it doesn't heal the wound. So what you need to do is understand that you need to address those situations all year round. And then the holiday is the climax of the healed version of your family.
Right.
If in fact your family wants to heal.
Should you just stay off certain topics?
You absolutely, if there are hot topics, but now let me tell you, that's all, you know, that's rainbows and ponies. Not everybody's going to stay off of them. You have some family members that will go there and take you there, and if you know that that's the type of family member you are, that you have, you need to let them know in advance that these are some boundaries that we're going to have. Otherwise, if this will be uncomfortable for you, we'd rather not have your presence in with us.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. 2, absence or noise does not equal peace.
Yes, absence of noise does not equal peace. A lot of times we think that just because it's quiet and nobody is kicking up a storm, that that's something good. Now, let me tell you, there's a difference between peacemakers and peacekeepers. We get them confused. We think keeping the peace because we're not saying anything. You can't keep peace that's not there. Okay? What you do is you make the peace and then you keep the peace you make. And sometimes making the peace requires tackling those tough conversations. Sometimes it requires setting those boundaries. That's how you make the peace, and then you keep it by reinforcing your boundaries and keeping people and safely within the boundaries of where we have aligned ourselves, which is healthy for us.
And it sounds like a lot of this stuff has to be done before you get to Thanksgiving.
It really, really does.
And before you get to that,
Yeah, you know,
yes.
way before that. And in fact, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it doesn't just happen as a family thing. It's an individual thing that you be able to assess yourself and see, you know what, I can use some help in this area. Now, you can't tell everybody what to do or how to heal. What you have to be is responsible for yourself. You have to go to your therapy. You got to pray. You got to do whatever you need to do in order to say, no matter what comes in front of me, I am not going to let them determine my holidays, my happiness, or any of that. Because studies show that being in the proximity of toxic people will definitely affect you physically, neurotically, your mental health, your physical health. All of those things can be affected. So it is not about you. People are like, yeah, you should have unconditional love. You should absolutely have unconditional love, but you don't ever have to have unconditional relationship.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Okay.
Let's get to the next tip. Know the emotional roles around the table.
And not the dinner rolls.
Yes, the ROLES. Oh, you know, in every family there's a jokester, there is a person who is always the victim of the family, the blamer, the avoidant, the distractor, or something like that. So know your roles. But when you come, decide this year, does this thing really serve me? Is this who I have been conditioned to be as a survival instinct, as a coping skill, or is this something that I need to be? And be your authentic self. Allow people to get to know the new version of you. If another version of you has happened, then you don't have to fall into the same patterns and literally reject yourself in order to be accepted by others.
And sometimes that family member, all of those things you mentioned, is the same person.
It is. At different times of the meal, okay? Before and after.
Yeah. All right, one more. Do a self-check-in before you check out.
We have to learn how to check on ourselves. We have to learn to self-regulate and find out how we are, how we're doing. And that requires, because now, the reason why you have to self-check is if you go too far in advance, you will have anxiety, thinking, what if this happens? You know, that your mind is over there. If you go too far back, you might get some depression, because that's what you reach in the past, your regrets and things like that. Stay present, breathe, because your brain scans for danger multiple times per second, but sometimes it's not actual danger. It is sometimes perceived. So what you want to do is stay present, understand, say, am I okay? Ask yourself some questions, and then after you decide that I'm okay, move forward. And guess what? The main thing is this: you don't have to accept the invite to every fight that you're invited to.
There you go. All right. Love McPherson, thank you. Great tip. I'll be right back.
This segment was produced with and sponsored by the Volo Museum.
Welcome back to Windy City Weekend. If you're looking for a fun place full of attractions and adventures that will keep both adults and kids of all ages entertained for hours, we have got the perfect place for you.
That's right. The Volo Museum is located just an hour outside the city. Marketing Director Jim Wydilla shares what's new and what to expect during the winter months and the holiday season. Take a look. It's the holiday season. I finally get to bring out my obnoxious Christmas attire. And not only that, I brought some very special friends with me. Please say hello to the big man himself and all of his elves. They're part of our Time Warp Express Jolly Trolley Christmas adventure to save Santa. Not only can you meet the big guy, give him your wish list early, you get to hang out and go on an adventure with these elves. They will be on the trolley with you the whole time. They're very interactive. And you have to go on this adventure to find Santa. So when you do, you go through our 75-acre property. We have all these elaborate Christmas lights. We have all these displays. You get to stop out. You go look for Santa. And then in the end, there's this new adventure that's unlike any other Christmas show. I don't want to give it away. It's a one-of-a-kind experience. I promise you there's nothing like it. Tickets are on sale now and they're going fast.
Come on down.
We're family-owned business. This is our 65th year anniversary, and so much has changed even over the last few years. We still are one of the largest indoor classic collector car dealerships in the world. Plus, now we have boats and planes and trains and Disney things and a Titanic museum and dinosaurs and ice cream and everything in between. And now we're adding shows and rides. We have something for everyone here, and it's all built on nostalgia, which is cool. It's not a museum of things that's a look, don't touch. Every time you come here, you're going to see something different. Starting today, November 7th through the end of December, we're going to be open late till 7 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. On top of that, we're going to have this big Christmas courtyard. We're going to have free carousel rides. We're going to have a Rocket Fire Explosion Christmas show. There's only 2 operating in the entire country that are open to the public, so it's a very rare thing to not only see this, but we're going to deck them all out in Christmas stuff, and they're going to play a special Christmas concert. We have a brand new military exhibit. This is our biggest project to date. We've added military vehicles. We've added way more immersive and interactive experiences. We also have an atomic bomb. This is pretty much the only place in the country that you can actually walk up, take a picture, and touch an atomic bomb. And on top of that, we have a snow machine exhibit. Not just snowmobiles. We have some amazing retro and very rare snowmobiles, but we also have this huge 30-foot, 10,000 horsepower rocket. It's the only one in the world that tried to break the land speed record. That's open now year-round. It's something for everybody here, and it's an experience. It's our 65th anniversary, so we wanted to do something special. Not only have we finished this massive multi-million-dollar complete museum makeover, but we're giving away a new car. Well, not a new car. It's a classic car. It's a beautiful Buick. It's from 1960, which commemorates the first year that we opened. It's also a movie car. It was used in a movie called The Ride of Way with Jimmy Stewart and Bette Davis, and we're giving it away as just a thank you for all the support over the years. The biggest selling point of this is the nostalgia and the emotion, and seeing grandparents come through and then seeing the kids see this for the first time. We found this happy medium where everyone finds magic in something. It's that Disney thing where you feel like a little kid, you still have fun, and it's an all-day experience. So if you're coming from the city, it's only an hour away. It's definitely worth coming. Check it out. I promise you won't regret it.
That looks like a good time.
I want that car. I want that car.
All right, well, head to our website, abc7chicago.com, to see all the deals Volo has to offer, including bundles for those 55 and older and a discounted annual pass.
Yeah, man. Today, only our viewers can receive half off any regular admission ticket. It's good for an entire year, but you must make the purchase today using the code WINDY.
Yeah, let's not forget about our studio audience. You're all going out with the beer tickets to the Volo Museum.
Enjoy!
Bring Ryan that car back.
Yes, if you win that car, let me know. All right, we always say he watches the bad ones so that you don't have to. Welcome our friend and film critic, Mr. Richard Roper.
Hi, Rich.
Hey, Rich. I'm picturing Ryan driving that car.
Yeah.
He's the number 700. He's never getting married.
Exactly, right down Lakeshore Drive.
Be my baby.
Oh, yeah? Okay. I'll leave that alone. First, Sydney Sweeney, I'm excited about this one, plays real-life boxing pioneer Christy Martin, who put women's boxing on the map in the 1990s. Rich, what did you think about Christy?
Big spend for this. I think Sydney Sweeney should get a Best Actress nomination for playing Christy Martin. It's an incredible story, as you mentioned. You remember this, or I know.
Oh, yeah.
This too. She was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. She kind of put women's boxing on the map. But she had this husband and manager who was very controlling, played by Ben Foster, who eventually stabbed and shot her in real life. And she's a survivor because she's still out there. Husband ain't. And it's just really well done. It kind of reminds me of I, Tonya, where Margot Robbie, where the actress disappears into the role, and you think you know about a character, but you find out so much more. And Sydney Sweeney, there's all this publicity around her being the it girl and this and this and that, but at the root of it, she's a really good actress. And taking on roles like this, instead of just doing rom-coms all the time, taking on the boxer, putting on the weight, and looking like she could really fight, just like the real Christy Martin.
Yeah, because it seems like the conversations about Sydney Sweeney have been about everything else.
Yes.
So now
I don't know what else I know her from.
Well, the controversy with the Jean commercial.
Oh, this is...
Yeah,
okay.
and other things on the red carpet recently. But she, Christy Martin, though you mentioned it,
Yeah.
she not only put women's boxing on the map, she was, she was the opening fights for like Mike Tyson and
Yes.
these major
On the undercard,
Yes.
which legitimized everything. Cover of Sports Illustrated, as you mentioned, wide world of sports. And her story, Christy Martin's still out there telling her story. It's a great inspirational story.
Yeah, all right, we're going to check that one out. Next, Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson play a troubled couple who move from New York City to Montana. Rich, is Die My Love a spend or a save?
It's a spend, but it's tough to watch. Now, this is pure fiction, and not talking about great actresses. Of course, Jennifer Lawrence won the Academy Award years ago, and she's just gotten better and better, but she's playing in Robert Pattinson from the Twilight movies, who's done a really good job at this career. She's dealing with postpartum depression, but the interesting thing about this film is they kind of show it from her point of view, so you're kind of not sure what's real, what's in her mind. Is she losing grip on reality? Is the baby going to be okay? So it's really kind of tough to watch. But if you want to see great performances, this has got it. You just have to know going into something like this, this is not a feel-good movie. It's a feel something in your heart movie.
Good. Two great spins so far.
Yes.
Let's see about this last one. Certainly not least, All Her Fault is a new thriller series on Peacock set in Chicago, and it surrounds the mystery of a missing child. Rich, is this a spend or a save?
Val, let me tell you something. So this is set in Chicago, as you mentioned. It's filmed in Melbourne, Australia, and it looks like, well, more like Melbourne, Australia. Most of it's set on the North Shore. And it's got an intriguing presence. The mom goes to pick up her kid for the play date, and the woman's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Your kid's not here. Missing child, all that. So for about 4 or 5 episodes, it's really interesting. What happened to this kid? Is the nanny to blame? Is the brother to blame?
Well, I
Did
like
somebody others? But then, when you get to I want you to see this just to see how bad this is a save, by the way.
Okay.
The ending of this, when we find out the circumstances that led to the disappearance of this kid, it is the most ridiculous, ludicrous, implausible. I keep small Nerf balls handy to throw at the screen. I couldn't believe it. I go, you have got to be kidding me.
Just because you set it up like
my
that
God.
makes me want to watch it even
No,
more.
Listen,
he watches the bad one so you don't have to.
It's like when you take the milk out of the fridge and it's terrible, and you go, "Oh, this is rotten. Taste it. This is sour. I don't want." It pulls
Okay,
the
can I
rug out
skip
from
to
under.
Okay, well then, since it's a save, can you just tell us what happened?
No, I can't do that. I don't want to do it.
Let me guess. She was on the playground. She went to the bathroom, and she comes out of the bathroom like, I was right here all along.
That's way better than what they came up with.
What?
I'm telling you.
I'm not watching it.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Thank you. We got 2 spins. 3 spins for me. Rich, thank you. What goes better with movies than popcorn are free?
All right, welcome back, everybody. We always check in with Max. Just got all city first team.
Yay! So
big-
proud of him.
Whitney Young, big game tonight.
Big game tonight, semi-quarterfinals for City CPL. He has a high